Good morning and welcome to another full day of eating. And before I even start the video, we are in Ireland, more specifically Dublin. It kind of says it's birthday weekend. If you watched my day of eating from last weekend, you would have seen the surprise party we had. And now we've gone away from the weekend and I've decided to come to Dublin because I've heard it's awesome, never been there before, so I thought, you know what, let's do it. Unfortunately the weather is not great, it's pretty overcast, but I figure we can just go to cool restaurants and like, I don't know, do cool stuff and it should be fine. It's nice and Christmassy, so that should make it awesome. We're in the apartment now, just got up, I've had a shower, I'm wearing clean clothes, I'm feeling a bit, if you look at my eyes, I feel a bit like tired, I feel a bit sleep deprived, but I should be good when we go out and grab a coffee. So we're gonna go and head out to get breakfast. We've got I kind of scouted out two potential breakfast opportunities, so we'll go to one of those and catch up with you there. I will see you in a second. Coolest coffee ever. So it's got like a muffin, marble muffin type thing, and another freaking cool coffee. I want to like dip my finger in it, but I'm not going to. I've got a like an English or Irish breakfast coming in about 2 minutes, so it should be good.
And then I woke up and she was asleep.
You like espresso too?
Okay, we are in St Stephen's Green Shopping Centre, I think it is. Breakfast was freaking awesome. Went to a place called Bean Hive, like beehive I guess, but like beans, so like, I'm assuming it means coffee bean as opposed to actual beans, because that would be weird to have a cafe based on beans, but I did actually have beans, ironically. Had like a full English/Irish breakfast, it was awesome. Sarah's had like a muffin thing, I say Sarah's had it, I had half of it, because she is a weasel. We had coffee, which is awesome because it was all like cool, like a decorated top thing. And that's it, we're now in the shopping centre because the weather freaking sucks. It's like fairly cold and raining. It's meant to rain all day, which is incredibly unfortunate, but it's one of those things. So we're going to kind of stick to indoor activities today, I guess. We might go and check out the Guinness factory, because that's quite a standard touristy thing to do. Maybe have a look at the castle, just basically see what we can see without getting too wet, because my Aperol is not very waterproof. This is pretty cool, by the way. If I show you the shopping centre, it's pretty freaking awesome. Earlier on I was actually hanging on one of those, but the one of the kind of store people told me to get off, which I think is a bit sporterish, but yeah, swings and roundabouts. Anyway, we'll carry on looking around. If I grab any more food, obviously I'll show you, so I'll catch up with you shortly. Okay, and I'll bid to escape the rain. We've come into H&M, brought myself a rain hat, because obviously that's pretty much the best thing you can wear in these conditions. Also brought an umbrella. The rain hat is a lie, by the way, obviously I haven't brought that. We have brought an umbrella because it's friggin' raining, so we're gonna go out there and take this bad boy for a spin. Suckers! Umbrella. You when we get there. Cannot go any higher than that. OMG, we are in. Hiya. We're in the Guinness factory after about a 3-hour queue. We tried to book online at the last minute, but it didn't work. Will you be quiet, please? It's pretty massive, it kind of goes up. It's really high. I understand we get a complimentary free Guinness. I'll be honest, I'll say it quietly. I don't really like Guinness, but I'm going to try it just for the banter. I will grab you if anything exciting happens.
Here we have our hops. Now, hops are a fine light plant. They grow up to 16 feet tall in stature. You may have seen these plants downstairs in the ingredient section. And we
there is some friggin' weird stuff in this store. I have my complimentary thing of Guinness. When you come in, you get like a free drink per person. So it says I've both got on. This is probably the first time I have drunk alcohol in like 3-4 months maybe. Like it just never seems to, the opportunity never seems to present itself. But I'm going in. That is so nice. And we are out. That was pretty awesome, to be fair. Like there was about 1 million floors, so you could like go up and down, see all the cool Guinness-based stuff. We are now heading to get lunch. It's a little bit late. Probably a bad move in retrospect because our dinner is fairly early, and also there are horses all over. That's not that says. It's not a horse. There are horses all over the place. So we're gonna go and find. This is awkward. Go and find some lunch, and then grab you when we are eating something. Lunchtime. It's like a bakery cafe. Hoping they have savoury food, otherwise I'm gonna cry. Ooh. Okay, so I got a beef melt, which looks pretty freaking good. Some beef and some melt and just bread and stuff. Looks freaking awesome. I'm excited to eat this. That is good. That is really, really good. Right, we are back at the apartment. We've got dinner in like 1 hour or so, so we're going to kind of relax here for a little bit. Before we do that, I'm going to grab in fact, protein, because I haven't had any since this morning. I have made a pretty big omission in my packing, in that I only brought one shaker. I forgot to put the shaker ball in it, and I use it to transport my protein, and so I've had to put my protein elsewhere to use that shaker, and I had to put it in this kind of bowl. I don't know if like leaving your protein kind of exposed degrades it all, but I don't really have a choice basically, so it's in there. I'm going to have some of that. I'm going to have like the whole thing of water, because I feel like I haven't really drunk much today, unless you count copious amounts of Guinness as drinking, lad. So I'll have that, relax for a little bit, and then I guess we will head out to our exhilarating slash exciting slash somewhat erotic dinner location. We have rested, we are feeling rejuvenated, and we are heading out. Going to a place called Fade Street Social, I think it's called, like a restaurant. It's meant to be awesome, being recommended by some Irish friends of ours, so we'll see what it's like. Okay, so I got this is pork, with a bit of like crackle in there, looks pretty friggin' awesome. Thanks mate. Ginormous chips, like they use the biggest chips I've probably ever seen, with some bacon and cheese and stuff. Sarah's got the salmon, and then this is like a mashed potato thing, I believe. Admittedly, it does look pretty weird, but I'm led to believe it's awesome. So let's get going. This is a banoffee pie dessert thing. All the little layers there, good for dipping your finger in. That was bloody good. Now we're kind of wandering around. This is the temple bar, which is like super famous. It's friggin' small and it's friggin' rammed. Yeah, food was so good. We got so I got the pork and like chunky chips. It was incredible. Like honestly, one of those where I didn't think it was going to be that good, but the food just tasted so good. Sarah's got salmon and this kind of like mashed potato thing. And then dessert says got a trifle, which was okay, but my banoffee thing was way better. And yeah, it was really, really good. And it was like super rich, and although it wasn't that massive, I'm pretty full up now. Because, yeah, like I said, it was very kind of rich, and you get the sense it was probably quite calorific. Anyway, we're pretty much done for the evening. It's freaking cold. Can you see that? I don't think you probably can't see that. It's looked quite weird. So we're heading back to the apartment. I will probably have some protein. I'll probably be that, so I'll catch up with you when we get back. And I made it back home just. What a fantastically exhilarating day. It's been awesome. It's been really, really good. We're flying back home tomorrow, kind of early afternoon, kind of lunchtime. So I guess we're going to kind of go up and go and get like a cool breakfast and then pretty much head to the airport. But yeah, as for today, like I said, it's been quality. Done loads of fun Dublin based stuff. Even though the weather has sucked, it's been like raining for most of the day and super cold, but it's been really cool. We've done a lot of obviously indoorsy kind of stuff. The umbrella was an absolute result. Great decision on my part. I'll probably get at least another 10 minutes worth of use out of that in my lifetime, so definitely a good investment. Now before I go to bed, because it is quite late, I'm gonna of course use this bad boy. I noticed as well, I said earlier on, I haven't brought the shaker ball thing, but to be honest, it's kind of shaking up pretty much exactly the same. So I'm wondering if my protein have got this kind of scam on, whereby they make you believe you need a shaker ball, and actually you really don't. Kind of like a Minority Report meets Jurassic Park situation. I'm gonna use some of my protein, which I've almost used up. I'm also going to use the rest of this creatine, which I had to put in my bag to get on the plane. It does look suspiciously like cocaine, but I can assure you it is actually just creatine. I'm going to shake that up with some water because we haven't got any milk, although I might use lavender milk hand wash because it says milk, so presumably it's the same. Drink that and then pretty much hit the sack and go to sleep. So